A very good morning and welcome all of you to the daily news analysis for 5th of February 2025. So in today's news analysis, we are going to see the article on drug menace in Punjab, how this golden crescent and golden triangle phenomena is causing a lot of internal security issues for overall India as a country. Then we are going to talk about cesses and surcharges, how they are leading to the reduction in the state's divisible pool in the taxes, overall tax distribution that is done by the Finance Commission every 5 years. That divisible pool is getting shrinked, is getting reduced because of cesses and surcharges that are levied over and above the tax rates. You see, education cess, Swachh Bharat cess, petrol and oil, the cess is there. So these cesses are reducing the state's share in the taxes. What is divisible pool? What is the state's share of taxes in the Finance Commission? How southern India states are losing out to North Indian states like Bihar and UP. What is the problem with the divisible pool formula, the distribution formula devised by the 15th Finance Commission? Why southern states are not happy with it? These issues we are going to discuss. Then Moody's, an investment rating agency, a rating agency like Fish, Moody, Standard and Poor, Moody's has now said that insurance sector opening through the budget to 100% FDI. Earlier FDI was 74%, now it is 100%. In the light of this, we are going to see what is insurance density and what is insurance penetration. So these interesting terms, I'll tell you what is the insurance density in India, how much premium are we paying as a country per capita on per person basis. Now, first of all, the Telegram channel that is there for you to download the PDF and some interesting questions that are posted every day on this channel. Jatin Verma sir, PW only IS. Now, coming quickly to this very interesting article. See guys, let me first give you my inputs. India is a country which is unluckily sandwiched between this golden triangle and golden crescent. Okay, golden triangle and golden crescent. This golden triangle is the drug consumption area. Okay, golden crescent, as it is depicted by half this moon. Okay, these are Islamic countries which are in the cultivation of opium or drugs. Okay, Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan. As you all know, Pakistan is a failed state. It is waging a proxy war against India by sometimes infiltration of terrorists. Now, thanks to the present government regime, these instances of infiltration have come down, right? But now, what they are doing is they are using the technological equipment like drones to infiltrate drugs into our country. Several steps have been taken by Government of India, Government of Punjab to bring down this menace of drugs. As you all know, earlier we were a poor country, so we were a mere transit route for these drugs. Now, not any longer. Now, because of the rising income levels, rising prices of land in Punjab, Haryana and elsewhere also, we are an affluent country now. We are a rich country, not the developed, but we are rich enough to buy drugs. That is why our youth are falling prey to this drug menace in the country. So what is happening is, as per the reports by various hospitals, by United Nations Office of Drug and Crime, the instances of drug consumption in Punjab and even Haryana are also rising. Drug consumption. Earlier we were a mere transit country. Golden Crescent, the countries produce drugs. You all know the situation in Afghanistan. Okay, so what is happening? Taliban has come into power, which is now propping up people, asking people to cultivate opium. And Iran also, Islamic country. Now these countries, they transport drugs via India through the insurgency affected areas. Now you see, this is the vulnerability map of India. This drug menace is generating a lot of money for insurgents in this region. Okay, Naxalites in this region. Then Naxalites converge with the northeastern insurgency movements. It is getting them a lot of money. Already we have to see this problem in the international context, in the bilateral context. Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, ouster, leading to a situation where Muslim League, that party in power over there, or party upcoming, gaining some ground there, they are again liaising with ISI Pakistan. So the problem here is Bangladesh and Myanmar. Again, Myanmar is in tantrums, is in doldrums these days. Okay, not tantrums. So the problem is Myanmar earlier, when the government, the democracy was in, at least the military junta was in power over there. So they were still able to bring down this phenomena. We had a moment in history 2014-15 that we had a surgical strike thanks to the cooperation between Myanmar and India. Now that secessionist movements are going on in the northeastern India, and then in Myanmar also we are seeing a flux that people are rising up in the arms against their own government. This golden triangle has become even more active via Myanmar from India, then Myanmar, then Laos, then Vietnam. These countries onwards, the drugs are supplied to Australia, right up to Australia. That is the problem, that we are sandwiched. Internally, our Maoist movement is getting money from this drug transit. And the UNODC report says that United Nations Office of Drug and Crime, you have to mug up this body whenever you are writing on HIV or whenever you are writing on drug menace in India. This body's name gives some credibility to your answer. Now, UNODC data says that intravenous injections for inserting drugs, for injecting drugs through venous route, because of that multiple usages of syringes, people in Punjab and northeastern India, they are becoming victims of, they are becoming afflicted with or affected by HIV, AIDS. Okay, and then they ultimately die. So this is the problem. Now, Punjab, affluence is there, green revolution. Historically, it's been a richer state, very rich state when comes to per capita income. Thanks to the celebrity culture, thanks to the songs of singers like Honey Singh and the pop culture that we are having in India, okay, thanks to the emergence of singer in UP, snake venom is also being used as a drug, right? So to get the hang, the temporary hang that is there. Okay, so what is happening is this culture, because of the affluence of India, people in India, so money, rising income level, per capita income, pocket money, etc., this culture is gaining ground. And this has been observed with all the countries. Take it Australia, take USA, take not Mexico, not a rich country, but yes, Canada also. So are we going to fall prey to this? Right? Their societies are like that, but our society requires some kind of parental support can be generated. Okay, our society can ill afford this kind of a phenomena. The cultural ethos that we have, the parent child relationship and expectation of old age, those things cannot afford this kind of a phenomena. Okay, the isolation of the aged parents because of son being into the grips of drugs. So now understand this article. Punjab has been struggling to tackle drug trafficking. Its proximity to heroin producing golden crescent. What is this golden crescent? You see this golden crescent, a moon-like area, Afghanistan, Pakistan and Iran. Okay, so makes it vulnerable, makes Punjab vulnerable to this problem. This is why the drug menace is also a national security issue now. Why a national security issue? I told you that these 3-4 menaces are converging. Insurgency in the northeast, Naxalite movement passing through West Bengal, Odisha, these districts are there which are highly in the grips of this Maoist movement, Dantewada, Chhattisgarh, okay, Odisha, Malkankiri district. So these are converging over here. Then on the top of it, this transit route phenomena is overlapping. By transiting drugs, by helping the drugs to be transported, these people are minting easy money with which they are buying weapons to bleed the Indian state. Internal security, major national internal security issue. Okay, now apart from Punjab, Pakistan has also lately been sending drugs to the Jammu region. So not only Punjab, Jammu region. Haryana in 2018, the state of Haryana had set up Department of De-Addiction. Okay, why you saw some of the Olympic gold medal or bronze medal winners, they celebrities, like they have been accused of peddling drugs. What is peddling? You are transporting drugs in your vehicles because your vehicles will not be checked by the police because you are a celebrity. Okay, this some of the gold medal winners or Olympic medal winners, they have been under the radar of suspicion by the Punjab police, Haryana police, or the BSF, Border Security Force. Okay, so now what is the government doing? To make the matters worse, the use of drones to smuggle narcotics has intensified the transnational challenge. Earlier, they were tying the drugs, packet of drugs. If it is a white cattle, white cow, they will wrap the drugs into a white parcel, and wrap it along with the cow. And it will be shown to the border security force that a cattle is intruding into the border, trespassing into the border of India. Now the matters have become more sophisticated. They are using drones. A drone comes for like 10-15 lakh rupees, but the consignment of drugs that is being transported via drones is worth crores of rupees. Earlier, they were transporting it in packages of 4 to 5 kg. If caught, it will cost a huge loss. It will cause a huge loss to the smuggler. Now they have become tactical. They are now packaging the drugs and sending them via drones in the parcels of just 400 to 500 grams. And the frequency has increased. The article says that the number of drones caught in the last year has more than doubled the number of drones caught in the previous year, last to last year. Okay. You can see here in 2024, the BSF Punjab Frontier posted on Twitter that it had recovered 300 drones, a substantial increase from 107 drones in 2023. Frequency of consignments has gone up. The number of times they are sending these drones has gone up, but the parcel size has been reduced to 1/10 of it. Instead of 4 to 5 kg, they are sending 400 to 500 grams. Losing a drone doesn't matter to them because drone is just for 10-15 lakh rupees. But this parcel of 5 kgs will cost them around 2-3 crore rupees, 5 crore rupees. So that is why the frequency has gone up. You getting this point? Afghanistan is totally strict, man. See, it is saying something is one thing and doing it in a hidden manner is another thing. Okay, so that is the problem. Now, answer in the comment section, what is the border that we share with Pakistan? What is the number of kilometers that we share with Pakistan? I'll tell you, Home Ministry since 2016-17 had taken a number of, they have taken a number of steps. First of all, let's go through the editorial. Supply route to major consumers. To major consumer, Punjab's transition from a mere transit route to a major consuming state now has not been abrupt. Okay, it has been happening because of the nexus between the political leaders. Some of the political party leaders have factories set up for cough syrups, but they are being camouflaged as, cough syrup companies, but they are supplying drugs under the garb of acting as a pharmaceutical company, a chemical company. So this has been reported by none other than the Enforcement Directorate. Enforcement Directorate summoned the Shiromani Akali Dal leaders of Punjab political party, Shiromani Akali Dal, to their ED office in Amritsar. So hand in glove, police, political and drug mafia network. That is the major problem, right? Now, another convergence point is, I'm holistically decoding this topic going beyond what is given in the editorial. There was an editorial in the Hindu newspaper May 2017, May 2018 of drugs, deras and dynasties. Dynasties means dynastic politics of Punjab. Drugs, the Pakistan network, the Golden Crescent network that we have seen. Deras means the Babas, the godmen who are propagating this culture. I wouldn't name a Baba here, godmen. You all understand a popular Baba from Haryana who canvasses a lot of political support, who is able to mobilize that political support for political parties, whose blessings have been taken by even the likes of Mr. Narendra Modi to win elections in Haryana every time. And the good thing about Modi regime is they have sent such Babas to jail after they have won the election. One Baba comes out during or around the elections, gives his blessings to the political party wins the election, and then Baba is again sent to jail. Payroll is granted before elections. So you understand this phenomena, right? So these Babas are propagating this culture. He himself is a drug addict. We are not naming him, but the name is obvious now about whom I'm talking, right? Now, 3,323 kilometer share in India. Yes, Pakistan. Okay, Vaishnavi, is this article interesting to you? Sounding interesting? The decoding of the whole topic. In Haryana, sports culture is still picking up thanks to movies like Dangal, which have spread a lot of, you know, awareness about women empowerment or how girls can bring about those accolades, right? But at the same time, the sports culture, a state earlier known for lassi and makhan butter, is now in the grip of drugs. The parallel is both of them are white in color. Drugs are also, the drug majorly consumed is also white in color. And the milk products, butter and lassi, the buttermilk we are talking about, they are also white in color. UNODC, I mean, many movies have been made. Some good movie directors have made movies around it. Udta Punjab. Punjab government, whose own son-in-law or whose own relative was running the drug network. I'm not naming the minister over there. So the movie was made around him, that how a minister, an MLA, many MLAs of Punjab government are engrossed in this drug peddling network or drug selling network. They are drug mafias themselves. So this movie was made, but this movie was banned by the government because it was unraveling the true color of the government and its ministers. So this is the problem. Udta Punjab type of movies have been made to sensitize the people of Punjab. How Bollywood can play a role in it. So these all things are there. Now PGI, an important hospital. At many other places in India, we have PGIs, Postgraduate Institute of Medical Education and Research. This research shows that of the 2 crore 77 lakh people in Punjab, 41 lakh, that means 15% of Punjab's population, youth especially, is in the grip of drugs. Okay. Out of 10 youth, out of 10 young boys, 1/3 are in the grip. They have tasted drugs at one point or the other, on the pretext of occasion, on the pretext of wedding in the family, etc. 1/10 of girls, 1 in every 10 girls have tasted drugs like this. So this is the menace of drug problem in Punjab, right? So this study was conducted by PGI. Now, if you want to cite this data to substantiate your point in the answers while writing any answer on drug menace, why am I saying in 2014-15, Prime Minister Modi talked about this in Mann Ki Baat? Okay. So then the question could not be, did not appear in the UPSC exams. But now the problem is increasing by leaps and bounds. In 2018, I'll come to the solutions also. Let me first give you this data. Okay, 1.7 lakh people consumed opioids, according to this PGI MER study, okay, medical education research study. So this data also shows that large number of injection drug users in the state are having high prevalence of HIV because intravenous injections like these are used and these injections are exchanged. If person A, let's say Gurmeet, is consuming drugs, then Harmeet is also using the same injection for injecting this drug, leading to a situation whereby blood is getting intermixed, leading to HIV. Okay, so UNODC data, United Nations Office of Drug and Crime Data, has captured this instances in both Punjab as well as northeastern states of India. Northeastern states of India, Assam, Nagaland, etc., they are seeing an uptick in the instances of HIV. Not because there is increasing prostitution or illicit sex activity. No, illicit drugs activity. So why this menace is increasing? We have captured some data. I mean, this data is not important. The problem is NDPS cases. NDPS is a very strict act. Okay, Narcotics Act as we call it colloquially. Many cases are being filed in it under this act. But the pendency of cases in Punjab, Haryana and all these transit states is rising. So can you imagine? These strict cases should be dealt with in a time-bound manner in order to instill a sense of fear about peddling of drugs, about consumption of drugs, about possession of drugs. This act deals with all these instances. Okay, there is a separate punishment for peddling there is a separate punishment for transiting, possession of drugs and consumption of drugs. So these three offenses are there. But despite having a strict punishment, dependency of cases, as is the overall scenario in India, you talk about POCSO Act, you talk about NDPS Act, you talk about dowry prohibition, cases are overall rising in our judiciary. But because of the pendency of cases, these type of cases are also getting neglected. So that is the problem. Now, why the menace is increasing? Institutional corruption. Police people have been found illicit into this thing. Okay, they are implicit in this thing, I would say. Then the political nexus, political police and drug mafia nexus, celebrity endorsement, Honey Singh and the likes. You've heard these songs earlier. Now Honey Singh is on a campaign. He's been hired as a brand ambassador by UNODC, also United Nations Office of Drug and Crime, also to for a brief period. So earlier he was promoting this culture of rave parties. Rave parties are those parties in which drugs are consumed to a large extent. Okay, celebrity endorsement, then family child detachment. UNODC report captures this point that because of distance education, etc., the students are studying in colleges and they are going out from their native towns, the detachment is happening between families and the children. That is why children fall prey to these type of drugs and the drug networks or drug agents to manage their isolation. Then government's apathy, as I said, government, despite knowing this problem, Punjab government we are talking about, has been ignoring this, putting a ban on movies like movies meant around sensitization around drugs, Udta Punjab type of movies. Okay, so CF, Central Film Certification Board, had put a ban on this movie way back in 2016. Use of dark web and cryptocurrency. Earlier, making the payments in cash used to be a challenge. Not anymore, thanks to dark web and cryptocurrency. That is why the government of India has been afraid in adopting this, in legitimizing the use of this currency. Okay, then drones usage, as I have said. Cases pending under Narcotics Act are on the rise. These are the points for your answer purpose. But when we have a general good understanding after discussing this issue, what happens? You are able to memorize better. This data is required to some extent only, okay, not in its entirety. As I said, only PGI MER data that I cited is relevant for your purpose. Now, what has been done by the government? You see, flood lighting using the solar panels. In the far-flung areas of Punjab, it is very difficult in the bordering districts to lay the electricity lines for lighting. So that is why flood lighting is lighting from below, okay, so that the area is well lit and any parcel thrown at the night can easily be captured, anything thrown at the night. Then what they are doing is technological surveillance using sensors and radars to sense or to detect any package being thrown. Then surveillance points, BSF has planned to construct 88 surveillance observation points, the high towers that are there. Okay, the number of towers has been increased around the fencing, and then this fencing has been doubled in the Punjab area. Most importantly, in 2021, Ministry of Home Affairs extended the jurisdiction of BSF beyond 15 kilometers. Suppose this is Pakistan border. Okay, now earlier the limit of BSF was from this point till 15 kilometers only, within 15 kilometers. Because the police is complicit in this, police of Punjab is complicit in this, they have now extended the jurisdiction to up to 50 kilometers from the border. Punjab government had challenged this in the court, that why the jurisdiction of border security force, a central armed paramilitary force, has been extended to the interior of the Punjab. The reason is Punjab police is complicit. Many DSPs of Punjab, they have been caught. Okay, even by the terrorists, they have been caught. Their vehicles have been snatched, and in those vehicles, drugs were found by the terrorists infiltrating from Punjab during the Pathankot attack. So such is the problem, that police people are minting a lot of money. Okay, I'll tell you, in 2006, there was a police IPS officer, Saji Mohan. He was the Anti-Drugs Bureau Chief of Punjab, the Chandigarh jurisdiction. He himself was caught with he had mixed salt into drugs so as to take the pure cocaine, pure heroin, and sell it in the market, and he mixed 100 grams of salt into it. He would do this many times, n number of times. Every time he caught a consignment, he would adulterate the consignment with white salt and instead take out the pure heroin and sell it for his own private gains. So Saji Mohan type officers are there in anti-narcotics department also. Okay, so not to talk about Punjab police. The problem is this business is so very lucrative that it seems tempting for anybody. Anybody of highest integrity would fall prey to it at least once. So that is why BSF's jurisdiction was extended up to 50 kilometers. BSF is posted in Assam, West Bengal and Punjab border. So on all three borders bordering the states of India, BSF's jurisdiction was extended. So this is a good step by Ministry of Home Affairs. Then fencing. Then drones, as I said, technological surveillance, high mast flooding light. So those flooding lights that you see rotating in the night, high mast flooding lights have been deployed. Cement concrete pavements around the border, so that if any infiltration, any packet is thrown from the other side of the border, cement pavement is so large, so huge that it will not go into the farmlands of the farmers. So these things are being done by the central government. State government has doubled up the efforts. Bhagwant Mann, the chief minister, has transferred around 10,000 cops who were posted since 3 or 4 years around the bordering districts, okay, around the borders of Punjab and Pakistan. So mass transfers of police officers, because when they are deployed for such a long time, guys, please understand, they develop a vested interest. All right, they develop a vested interest. They become liaising officers between the drug peddlers, the drug agents, the drug mafias. They develop their self-interest. So that is why frequent transfers are being adopted. This is the pretty little which Punjab government could do when the chief minister himself is drunken in power, at least, right? Bhagwant Mann, about Bhagwant Mann, it is said that he is himself into liquor every time he is drunk, though on a lighter note. Now coming to the other article, what is a cess and what is a surcharge? Cess and surcharge, basically cess is levied for a specific purpose. Please jot down first of all, cess is levied for a specific purpose. Okay, let me just change the color for better visibility. Cess is levied for, let's say, secondary and higher education cess. Okay, its purpose is a particular purpose. Surcharge is levied over and above a certain threshold of income. For example, if somebody's income is 1 crore rupees, then 10% surcharge would be levied on the income tax calculated on 1 crore rupees. If the income tax on 1 crore rupees turns out to 24 lakh rupees, then 10% surcharge would be levied on 24 lakh rupees, as it is known as surcharge. Charge over and above the income tax charged. Cess is for a particular purpose. Okay. Now the problem is, let us take a see the taxes that are a part of divisible pool. What do we mean by divisible pool? Divisible pool means the income to be divided between the center and the states. Okay, income tax, all the states combined together. So this divisible pool is decided by, percentage is decided by Finance Commission. Finance Commission has said that 41% would be divided between the center and the states. Everybody is clear about it. Finance Commission is a constitutional body. You know, it is Finance Commission is constituted from time to time under Article 280 to distribute money between the center and the states. Am I clear? Which article is it? 280. Now, under this article, money is distributed between the center and the states by a constitutional body named as Finance Commission. This Finance Commission had suggested 41% share of taxes of a divisible pool to be given to the states. All right. Now this money is being given, but the problem is divisible pool, incorporates corporate tax. Corporate tax is the company tax levied on the companies, income tax, okay, and various other taxes like this. Okay, corporate tax, income tax. GST is not included or included. You are going to tell me whether GST is included. Please answer GST yes or no. Okay, But let me tell you, these cesses and surcharges are not included. Cess and surcharge is not included. So where does this go? Cess and surcharge goes to the central government directly. Okay. Cess and surcharge goes to the central government only. Now, what is the problem? States are saying that because of the reason that cesses and surcharges are not calculated, on the top of it, the central government has given rebate on income up to 12 lakh rupees. Their share is going to go down further. Only that will be divided what is collected. Now the tax rates have been reduced. Tax rate has been reduced. There will be no tax effectively up to 12 lakh rupees of income. That means money coming into this divisible pool from the income tax will go down, and hence states will get a lesser number, lesser percentage, lesser revenue. Even if states are given out of every 100 crore rupees that is collected, states are given how much? States are given 41 crore rupees. Okay. This 41 crore rupees is divided between the states of Punjab, Haryana, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, UP, Bihar, every state. So Punjab, Haryana, just to write a few for your understanding. Vertical distribution between the center and the states, and horizontal distribution between the states inter se, between the states themselves. States are saying with the reduction in the income tax rates, they will get lesser share out of this thing, even if percentage remains the same. Absolute terms, in absolute terms, the percentage will be, okay, in absolute terms, the money actually going to the states will come down. Clear to everyone? So this is going to be the problem here. Divisible pool thing that is happening. Now, cesses and surcharges have been having a dominant share, that central government is now collecting around 13 rupees. 13 rupees for every 100 rupees collected. Every 100 rupees of divisible pool, 13 rupees are being collected by the central government alone, which is not being shared with the states. Got my point? So here is the cess and surcharge goes alone to the central government. What else does the article say? Article says that even though, as I said, cesses are for a designated purpose, a particular purpose only. Swachh Bharat cess should be used only for Clean India Mission, designated purpose for Swachh Bharat Mission only. But it's not being used for that purpose. Okay, a designated reserve fund is created, but money is going out from reserve fund for general purposes of the central government. It is not being used for Swachh Bharat Mission. Likewise, secondary and higher education cess, even though being charged for promoting higher education, for building new colleges, for spreading, for increasing gross enrollment ratio in colleges, but actually that cess is being diverted for other purposes of the central government. Okay, now read here. Trend since 2021, of every 100 rupees that the union government collects as tax, rupees 10 to 11 is collected as cesses and surcharges. Over and above this, cost of collection, government spends rupees 1 to 2 in collecting. So total is around 13 rupees of cess and surcharge on every 100 rupees of tax so collected. This is not included in the divisible pool. Divisible pool is the pool of money to be divided between the center and the states. Finance Commission, 14th Finance Commission, please write it down. 14th Finance Commission had said that cesses and surcharges should also be made a part of divisible pool. They should also be divided between the money so collected under the surcharges and cesses should also be divided between the center and the states. Am I clear? So this is there. Now, fiscal year, this divisible pool for every 100 rupees, this before pandemic, can this be asked a question in prelims? Yes. Money so collected from the divisible pool from the cesses and surcharges is not a part of divisible pool. Statement number 1. Okay, correct. Statement number 2, whether it has been increasing after pandemic, after COVID, or is it going down? Okay, after pandemic 2021, before pandemic 91 to 95 rupees used to go into divisible pool. Okay, now 90 rupees is going to divisible pool. So that means share of cesses and surcharges as a part of overall collection of divisible pool is going up. Okay, so you see here 15 Finance Commission recommendations, etc. However, this consistent rise in the share of cesses and surcharges has meant that Finance Commission's recommendations have been rendered less effective. Even though Finance Commission says that 41% of money would go to 41% of divisible pool will go to the states. But if these cesses and surcharges are increasing in proportion to the total tax collected, the money collected under cesses and surcharges, which is not a part of divisible pool, which is to be divided between the center at the upper level and states at the lower level, is not increasing at all. Is increasing. Okay, I mean, divisible pool is going down and cesses and surcharges are increasing. So that is why states are at a disadvantageous position, and Finance Commission, which is a constitutional body, its recommendations are getting negated or having less impact on the federal fiscal balance. Right, now this is the import of this article. Many non-BJP ruling states now want, now what is happening is, another problem is southern states are saying that the divisible formula, the formula recommended by the Finance Commission to divide the money between the states interstate. Southern states are losing out to northern states like UP and Bihar. Bihar is going to get around 10% of the total 41% money. Let's say if this is for 40,000 crore rupees per year, of this 10% would go to Bihar and 1.9% would go to Kerala, the southern state. Even though the southern states are contributing more to the income of the, I mean, collection of the divisible pool, southern states contribution is more. Upward arrow, more contribution. But money they are going to get out of it, the southern states, their share is going down. So this is the problem highlighted. State issues, they say that formula is skewed towards, formula is favorable towards the populous states of India. Population as a criteria has been given more weightage. Now they have used 2011 population, 2011 census population as the percentage. Okay, earlier it was demographic performance. The states that were able to control their population growth, like southern states of India, they were at an advantage. Forest cover, efficiency in tax collection. So states in the northern India are able to get a larger share of the pie. For states, 41% is there. Out of that 41%, more is going towards the northern states of Madhya Pradesh, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Whereas southern states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, they are getting less share out of the divisible pool because of the formula devised by Union Finance Commission. Okay, so Union Finance Commission is set up under which article? I just said memorize the article, and if you remember, please mention it. Marathon series will bring for the this thing also. Okay, now you tell me, out about apart from the divisible pool, apart from Finance Commission, is there any other source of money for the states? Is GST a part of the divisible pool or not? Please answer. Okay, then surcharge under the GST, is it a part of surcharges here? No. This surcharge is increasing even if we do not take into account the surcharge charged under GST. Okay, GST on heavy vehicles like Fortuner, etc. If 28% is the tax on Fortuner type vehicles, there is a 15%, 28% tax GST is there on the Fortuner type heavy vehicles, on cigarette, etc. But over and above 28%, there is 15% surcharge. That surcharge is even not accounted here. Okay, that surcharge is a part of GST pool only. GST is not a part of the discussion here. Please bear in mind. Of the divisible pool, GST is not a part. Why? Because for GST, we have a separate GST council. Am I clear? So this is the crux of the article. Now here they are saying many non-BJP ruling states now want this share to increase to 50% because cesses and surcharges are not a part of it. What was supposed to be 100 of the total taxes is actually 90% because 10-12 rupees are siphoned off or are going towards the cesses and surcharges, which are not divided between the states and the center. So that is why the demand. Uses of cess. CAG audit reports say that cesses and surcharges are often not used for specific purposes, as I have highlighted earlier. Okay, so this is their share of states in divisible pool. Kerala's share fell from 3.08% in 2002 to 2.5%, and it is going to be 1.9% as I said earlier. Now see Bihar's share here. Bihar is expected to get 10% in financial year 2025-2026 thanks to the population as a criteria. Am I clear? Population as a criteria. Bihar is going to get more. The share of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan and Gujarat have increased in this period between 2002 to 2017. Can we expect a mains question around this? Yes, on the Telegram channel, Jatin Verma, PW only IAS. The link of the Telegram channel is given in the description box. Follow that link. I'll put a question over there, and some skeletal points, if not the model answer, will be shared over there. All right. Every day we are posting one question. Now quickly coming to increase in FDI limit in insurance. FDI limit in insurance means now any foreign company can own an insurance company in India. Okay, 100% FDI has been permitted through budget 2025-2026. Budget 25-26, 100% FDI. All right, so that means now the companies, foreign insurance companies, which were earlier working in partnership with any other company, Tata, AIG. Have you heard these names? Every company, insurance company has got an other. ICICI Lombard. Lombard is a foreign company. AIG, again a foreign company. Okay. Max Health Insurance is in tie-up with some other company. Why? Because insurance is a risky business. Okay. Insuring 100 people, 1,000 cars for their any damage is less, very less a number. We have to have 1 lakh cars insured. If out of 1 lakh, 10,000 cars would get damaged, 90,000 cars would still give profit to the insurance company. So that is why, since insurance, now there two terms are there, insurance density and insurance penetration. Please note down these terms. Insurance density means GDP per capita insurance premium paid as a person. How much insurance premium are we paying? So that is called insurance density. Insurance density in India is $95. Okay, $95. Shall I erase this? These terms are important for your prelims also, and the percentage also. I will be asking this percentage in the coming classes, whether you have memorized or not. Mains question can be asked, what can be the impact of this liberalization? Okay, this insurance sector increased FDI norm. Insurance density in India is $95 per person, per capita. That means per person in India, we are paying this. Of this, $70 is life insurance. So we are more aware now about life insurance. We are paying more premium towards life insurance, life, and this is general insurance. That vehicle insurance, house insurance, $22 to $25 is going towards this. You know what is the global percentage in world? At the world level, what is the global per capita? $889 is what they pay to the insurance companies per person. This is the global average. In India, it is just one notch above the 10%, right? 889, you can say roughly $90, $95, 10% of the global average is what we are paying as insurance premium per person in India. Now, what is insurance penetration? Insurance penetration is ratio of total insurance premium, which is 3 to 4% in India of the total GDP. Insurance penetration. Okay, only 4% of India's GDP is going towards insurance. That means our assets, our cars, our trucks, our lives, even as we are earning more, we are paying less towards the insurance, towards ensuring our well-being, be it health or life or vehicles or assets, factories, etc. So in order for insurance business to increase, what is required? More capital, more companies. When they will come in India, they will capture more business. They will underwrite more insurance policies. LIC, life insurance, is dominated by Life Insurance Corporation of India. Now we will see more foreign companies coming into India. Tata AIG might be only AIG. I'll tell you, M. Lakshmikant is a popular book. Okay, earlier it was published by Tata and McGraw-Hill. Okay, foreign publisher. When government allowed 100% insurance, this thing, 100% FDI in publication, book publication, Tata publications got separated. McGraw-Hill's is the only publisher now. McGraw-Hill is the single entity now. Now they are not in partnership with the Tata. So any foreign company wants 100% stake or shareholding so that it can manage the company's affairs in its own way, in the way it likes. Okay, so these things are there. State earn income through land and revenue stamp duty. Yes, you are right. Okay. So guys, this was all. I mean, increase in FDI, what are going to be the benefits of it? We have analyzed 3 issues today. Drug menace problem. There will be 2 questions that will be shared on the Telegram channel. Jatin Verma sir, PW only IAS. One is related to drug menace. How is it posing as a multiple angle challenge for India's security? Triangular challenge. Naxalites, your drug menace itself, and then insurgency in the northeastern India. Okay, so these 3 challenges to India's security are feeding into one another, and when seen from the international angle, the neighborhood angle, Myanmar is in a state of flux that is also feeding into this problem. This was all in today's news analysis. See you tomorrow again with this kind of an enthusiasm, with a lot of analysis put into the articles so as to add some value to your newspaper reading, not just reading out the facts but analysis to it. Okay, thank you, bye bye. With this I take your leave. See you tomorrow. And those of you who are waiting for the Udan series, it was uploaded at 4:30 p.m. yesterday. Today also the session would be uploaded at around the same time. And those of you who are in the Titan batch, I will be telling you about the articles that are important for Indian polity from today's newspaper in the batch itself. With this, thank you, goodbye. Bye bye. Have a great day, guys. Thank you, everyone.